Hey everyone, in this video we are going to look at a way of finding the maximum sum interval from a set of numbers. So let's say we have few numbers, 16 numbers. So let's say the numbers are 0, 9, minus 3, 1, 7, minus 15, 2, 3, minus 4, 2, minus 7, 6, minus 2, 8, 4, and finally minus 9. So let me give an index for each of these numbers. So we are going to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and finally 15. So this row is the index, this is the array of the numbers that we are trying to find the maximum sum interval of. Then we're going to have a row for the sum and another row for the previous values, previous indexes. So we're going to look at all these things separately. So first we're going to start with sum. So by the way, the first column is always going to be 0. Alright? And for the next one, except for the number, all the values are going to be 0. So the next number we have here is actually 9. So we're going to find for the sum of 9 is actually going to be 0 plus 9 is 9, and then we have the number itself. So we are going to, for two numbers, 9 and 9, we have to find the larger value, or the maximum of the two numbers. So 0 plus 9 and the number itself, which is also 9, which is larger. Well, both the numbers are equal, so it's going to be 9. And for this, for the sum of, in the third column, we have to again calculate 9 plus minus 3, which is actually 6, and the number itself, which is minus 3, which is larger. 6 or minus 3 is going to be 6. And then for the next one, 6 plus 1, 7, which is larger. 7 or the number itself, which is 1. 7 or 1. Well, 7 is larger. Then for 7 plus 1, 7 plus 7, which is 14, and the number is 7, so 7 or 14, which is larger, 14. And then we have 14 plus minus 15, which is actually minus 1, and the number is 15, minus 15, so which is larger, minus 15 or 1, minus 1, so minus 1 is larger. And then now we have minus 1 plus 2, which is 1, so which is larger, 2 or 1. Well, 2 is larger than 1. Then we have 2 plus 3, which is 5, 5 or 3, which is larger. Well, 5 is larger. Then we have 5 plus minus 4, which is actually 1. And the number is minus 4. So 1 or minus 4, which is larger, obviously 1. Then we have 1 plus 2, which is 3. 3 or 2, which is larger, well, obviously 3. Then we have 3 plus minus 7, which is actually minus 4. Minus 4 or minus 7, which is larger, minus 4. Then we have minus 4 plus 6, which is 2. 2 or 6, which is larger, 6. Then we have 6 plus minus 2, which is 4. 4 or minus 2, which is larger, 4, obviously. 4 plus 8, which is 12. 12 or 8, which is larger, 12. Then 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 or 4, which is larger, 16 obviously. 16 minus 9, which is 16, in other words, you can also say 16 plus minus 9, which is 7, 7 or minus 9, which is larger, 7. So our list of sums are complete. Now we just have to find the previous values for all these numbers. So the rule is that whenever the number and its sum are equal, it's going to be 0. Is there any other number, like any other index where the sum and the numbers are equal? Well, this one, I don't think there's anything else like that. So we're just going to blindly set them as 0, set the previous value of these numbers as 0, which implies that there's no number before these numbers. And for all the rest of this, we're just going to start with, like, this is the 0th number, so then we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4. This was supposed to be 5, so the next one is supposed to be 6, 7, 8, 9. This was supposed to be 10, so the next number is going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, and we're done with the list. So now we have to, now this is the fun part. The thing is that we have to find the maximum sum interval for this set of numbers right here. So what is the largest sum here? Well, obviously 16. So what is the number before 16? Well, this is 13, as we can see from the previous value. So what is 13 here? Well, this number. So the number before this number is this one. And what about this one? The number before this one is 12. Well, 12 is this one, so I'm just trying to plot the numbers which are going to precede one another. So before 12 we have 11. 11 is this one, so I'm just gonna put the arrow here. And before 11 we have 0, which means that this is the starting value. 11 is the starting value, so there's no number before 11. So it's going to be 11, 12, 13, and 14. These 4 numbers. So let me just write them down. So the first number is 6. Then we have minus 2. Then we have 8. And then we have 4. And this is the maximum sum interval for all these numbers. And what I mean is that this is the largest sum you can get by a combination, or a subsequence generated from this sequence. So if you add all these numbers together, 6 plus minus 2 plus 8 plus 4, you're going to get 16. So yeah, this is it for this video.